to it, and then tell ChatGPT, "Hey, see these extra rooms? Please make all the aesthetic look the same." AKA clean up like the half-ass shit that I did.
I think that actually works better than because it has something to work with, and you just draw it out easier.
Yeah. Now I don't remember. Oh, the information, the guy that we broke out of prison last week, he stored the stuff here in the bank, but he can't come and get it because if he does, the death squads will like rip his head off, right?
Hmm Especially if they hear that Chris ended up resurrected, because now they really want him dead, and this time they're going to take his head, so that don't happen again.
Oh no, there can be only one.
All right, we're just gonna do this slowly. We got the first level. That's like 33% of the stuff done. So it's a banking, like just like two towers, and it's got big banks down the bottom. Uh, from some of the stuff you gather, it is uh, 3-story. I'm talking underground. Uh, kind of setup. You got your main lobby like this. Oh, this doesn't look much of a, like, I guess, what is that right here? I guess those are the tellers.
Yeah, that would be the 12. The tellers would be back there.
And then right here, this is the elevator. This goes down to your more secured location.
Looks like it's got a couple ATMs, and it looks like it's got like a little booth for a security guard to the right.
Yeah.
Actually, I think what you said were the front. I think what you said was the elevator. I think that's the front door. I think this side
Oh,
is the elevator.
you are correct. You're definitely correct. um, let's see.
Now, is there any particular reason why we had to like break in as opposed to didn't this guy just like store the stuff normally? Couldn't we just
Um,
like have
Didn't
a
you say it's a
or a
key?
passcode?
um, she has on here. Um, and this is just without looking it up. Me just like bullshitting some shit. Partial things I remember. Um, she has in here. It's an encrypted drive that has the information you need on it, because he was involved in stealing the Physos disc, but he didn't sell it to, part of the crew, he didn't sell it to the person they were originally going to sell it to. He gave everybody extra money and sold it to someone else and stuff. Um, Now, because the Physos disc, the the sextant, and the map, these are all things that you need, all of them if possible, to get your most accurate of reading. Um, because um, the magic in the world and the powers beyond the veil, uh, the powers beyond the veil are doing their millennium, like, party, and trying to break through and come and pay us a visit.
All right, so basically, when you say that you're saying like powerful super beings that have been away for like a couple thousand years
Mm-hmm.
trying to make it back in the world and say hi.
The old ones must return. Mm-hmm.
Oh great, they're not Cthulhu-ish, are they?
Aren't they all?
Oy vey. Hey, I will warn you right now, the ancient things that you're dealing with in my Shadowrun game are not Cthulhu.
Are they Chinese?
No.
Yeah.
They don't all have to be Cthulhu to be Eldritch Force. I mean, there's Azathoth, the one who is dreaming us at this moment. If he wakes up, we're all gone.
Yeah, but I'm talking that Cthulian mythos type stuff. Nah, went with something completely different.
See, I like Nairo Lapotep, and I like him better because he's more of a trickster god. Oh yeah, and Shub Nigroth, the goat with 1,000 young. Those are my two favorites.
Yay.
All right.
But anyway, so this guy left this thing that the data that we're looking for in the bank. He can't come get it himself.
Yep.
And
He's had what information was on the disk. He's had it erased from his memory, so he couldn't give it up to a mind reader.
okay. And he also doesn't have like the passcodes or whatever it is to go get the stuff. So he's saying we've got to steal from the bank, or we just got to like find a way to go get the stuff.
He was able to tell you where his key is. It was left in the safekeeping of someone he knows. He'll give you their address and make the introduction. Well, actually, can't do any introductions because they're searching for his voice over the network. So, but he can give you like a letter of introduction, something like that, and you can talk to them and try and get the key out of them. Because with the key, you don't necessarily have to go in loud. You could, with the key, you could, if you can show proper identification and stuff like that, or show a will. There's a key with will to you. Just whatever. If you can get the key, you don't have. You can try and do something to present yourself as a relative. Him, I wouldn't do him because he's all over the newspapers, but like a relative or something like that. And if you can get in with the key, they'll have the thing right there. Just pick it up, put it in your pocket, and then walk out like nothing ever happened. But if you can't successfully manage to present yourself as someone who's legitimate, however you want to do that, um, it will get loud.
Okay. So, would it behoove us to find a really good forger and attorney and just get like we have actually we don't even need fake stuff. We can take a letter that the dude that we rescued and bring it to an attorney and get like power of attorney, and we're next of kin.
All right. Um, Give me networking rules. You can roll your street cred as an additive if you want before you do it.
All
But
right,
if you
somebody.
but if you do, remember it's for the same rules as well. A success, cool, that makes it. But unless you get a raise, your street cred drops a little bit because you're asking for favors.
Yeah, I'd rather just talk to people. Can somebody who's charismatic give me a boost or two, and I'll try and run a charisma, a a a check that way, or other social stuff, either intimidation or performance or persuasion. If
Can do a
somebody,
persuasion check.
I'd appreciate it. Well, I'd like it to have as many modifiers as possible.
How's that?
Well, there's a +1 bonus for me.
I can roll persuasion for you.
All right. Actually, Kat, nowadays I think you're better with intimidating than you are being cute. Oh, well,
Oh,
there is.
there's no intimidation.
Yeah,
Do I
there
need
is.
to roll an intimidation?
No, nope. I got a +3 modifier. Um, What about you, Dared? Did you want to try and help at all?
What are you doing?
I am doing legwork to see if we can like make it look like we have power of attorney so we don't have to actually break into the bank, so we can just pretend that like we belong here and get in and out real quick.
I see.
We're trying to
Um,
do it, nicely.
I'll do,
All right, and there's my +4 bonus to my persuasion on top of my normal persuasion and the fact that I'm charismatic, so I get to roll it twice.
Yeah. Haha, there you go. $19. Nice. All right, now tell me exactly what you were making this roll for. Just so I can know.
I wanted to get like convince a attorney that to notarize and make this documentation that we got from the dude legal, saying that we are next of kin, or I am next of kin, and this is my entourage.
All right. You can actually get in contact with Ricard. Crackle, crackle. Thank you. You get in contact with the guy's attorney, and give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Um, you can get in. Okay. But he does want a substantial bribe. But in addition for this, well, lawyer's fee, let's call it that, um, he can have it notarized and can actually get it into the system as happening like earlier than today if you want. So it has a little bit of establishment. So
Okay. Well, what?
so what I need is if anyone wants, you can roll your wealth die and assist. Same rules apply though. A success is cool, but you need a raise to keep it at that level, otherwise it drops down one. So you don't have to do it, but anyone who wants to may. And then I will just need the same with the bonuses from whoever is going to be the lead roller.
Um, can I use my persuasion to negotiate stuff down as a bonus to somebody else's wealth die?
Oh,
All right. There's a +2 modifier to somebody's wealth die.
who wants to be the lead roller on this one?
Well, at the moment, I hate to say it, but I think Phil, Ricard, and Zeth are the only ones with a decent wealth die. We're back down to like D8s. Although I think Kat should be at a D10 because she was wealthy and I forgot to factor that in.
So who's going to be the lead roller? Don't everyone jump up and apply at once.
Kat, Steve, Ricard, somebody got some money to spend?
Yeah, I thought I forgot I was muted.
That sucks.
Alex came in here and was talking. I thought I'd have to hear it. On my wealth die, I've only got a D8 plus 1.
Right. Do you have in your edges and hindrances, do you have wealthy, or was that Steve?
Thinking that was Steve because I do not
Yeah, I think
see
it was too.
Okay,
I do not see a wealthy on my edges.
so your wealth, Steve, should actually be a D10, not a D8.
Okay.
So if you want to roll a wealth die with a +2 bonus,
Okay.
you want to get an 8 if possible. So you might need to spend a penny.
Oh, your cards are up as well. Those are fresh cards.
Ooh, do I have any good cards before we do this? Second wind.
Yeah, is this something I can help out with by rolling an intimidation check?
Not right after a persuasion check, you'd have a penalty on it.
Okay.
You can roll persuasion and try and add it if you don't want to
All
risk
right.
the wealth die.
I can roll a persuasion check to help out. I can roll a persuasion check to help out, but my wealth is still just the D8. Ooh, that sucks. Well, that's 1. Is that a 1?
That's one.
Allosaurus?
Yeah, that would put Steve at a total of a 7.
You don't have a +4 total.
Yeah, which means Steve, if you don't want your wealth die to go down, you have to re-roll that. All right, that would be a 9. That would pay for it.
All right. You get the newly notarized paperwork. This gives you even got an extra bonus. You're provided with an ID card of relative or whomever or whatever you decide was the beneficiary of or whatever. So at this moment, it looks like you're pretty golden. You took some time off to upgrade cybernetics, tattoos, etc. Um, so a little bit of the heat has died down. Um, not much, but a little bit. Like the guy still cannot be out on the street because now he's wanting to buy a little bit more than the death squads since you actually did bust him out because he just wanted to stay. He wouldn't keep doing stuff to keep in solitary confinement and he wouldn't save her.
Right.
But now that he's out, now he's a big target, so he's staying in the safe house.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to get him like a new face.
Yep.
Maybe some new. I don't know if it's possible, but magically change his DNA or something. He's kind of screwed. But before we go into the bank, just because I'm getting a little bit paranoid, can we do some surveillance on the bank?
Of course. Tell me how you're going to go about it, and then just roll the appropriate roll.
I would probably do magical surveillance and have like some watcher spirits and some. I have farsight.
Right on. Okay. Give me your magic roll.
All right.
Do we need to roll like notice checks or anything to help out with that?
No, this is you got to do your own. Like you would probably do stealth.
Or you can dress up like a homeless bag lady, use intimidation.
You know what? I don't think that's good enough.
Nice.
There we go.
No, that's my shopping cart.
Okay. Well, it being a bank and it being right in the middle of downtown financial district, so it's not just that bank. There are several banks. There is a decent amount of heat, you know, elementals, hellhounds, um, other various creatures who can be summoned. Um, um, in the place, you know, roaming between the floors, as well as in the area in general. And if one bank spirit knows something funny, all he has to do is look over and go, "Hey, shit's going down." So the other,
Right. I was more concerned about like an outside crew staking out the bank looking for us.
I don't think too many people even like saw you at all because those birds came in, fucked them up, and then like 3/4 of them like plowed into the earth. And when you shot that one, yeah, I don't think they ever saw you, but they are, probably still on the lookout for whoever might have like broken them out. So
Right. And that's what I'm saying. During this whole adventure, we keep running into ambush after ambush. So I wanted to make certain nobody was like outside the bank waiting to ambush somebody coming out. I don't know if maybe they could detect some. I'm just being a little paranoid.
well, how long are you going to stake out the bank? Can you give it a week, two? What?
I don't think we've got like a timeline, and we have people who are healing from getting cyber surgeries and such. So, what is everybody else thinking as far as staking out this bank?
I mean,
Well, I think
taking a
we don't
week
need to
should
move
be a
too.
problem.
We don't need to wait too long because they had already tried to break the guy out of prison. So obviously they're on to something.
No, they were breaking those guys. They were there to kill him. They were not there to break him out of prison. His crew wanted to break him out of prison, but they just acted as a distraction at the front gate to draw most of the heat off of you.
Yeah, so they were trying to kill this dude. All right. Well, we got um a week from Phil. Oh, that reminds me, if you're actually getting started, we were supposed to give Chris a ping.
I did.
Okay.
I'd say we should wait at least a week.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good with like a week of surveillance. I've got like disguise spells and such like that, so we can take turns doing surveillance from different places using drones and such like that, and seeing if anything like if there's a pattern or anything that just like sticks out like a sore thumb.
And in terms of hacking, a week's surveillance is like 120 years.
Well, he was not one. Um, this it's in the Deutsche Bank, the top bank in Germany. Of the 500 fucking
Mhm.
banks or whatever the hell they are. So their security is top tier and stuff like that. You can tell just by the actual guards that they employ. They're all level 5 or whatever. They're all their stats and shit are all D12 down the board. These are super strong spirits, and they are wild cards. They're not just your typical strong spirit. These are they employ free spirits. You've heard of free spirits before, right?
Yeah,
The ones that
yeah.
okay. So yeah, it seems like
What,
you can hear
what
about
are
a
those? What are those?
sorry, say what?
What are prescripts?
Free spirits.
Free spirits.
Spirits that were
Oh,
summoned
free
to
spirits.
somebody and broke free and
Okay.
became autonomous beings.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost
Yeah,
like
I got it. I just misheard.
yeah, but
You even hear of like all the spirits are free spirits, which means they are employed, getting paid. Well, where the hell a spirit wants to be paid in, I guess. But you hear, it's just a rumor, but there is a um uh, what is it called? When everybody bands together,
a magic group,
no, against the corporations and against the employers, not guild,
a union.
Right?
union. Yes, thank you, union. What the fuck? Yes, union. You hear rumor that there is actually a um, free spirit um, law enforcement like union and stuff. You can't really believe it. I don't know, maybe they do. They're free spirits. They can do whatever the fuck they want. So but
Okay. But as far as we can tell, I mean, like I said, I'm not worried about security in the bank. If we're in the bank and things go south, we'll have to do what we have to do. I'm worried about like if we get in and out without a problem, making certain there's like nobody across the street or whatever following us or going to jump us.
right.
And
A dumb question. What are we trying to get out of the bank?
a data stick with that has the information on it from the guy that we just broke out of prison last week. He like mind wiped himself, but left the data on this data stick in the bank, and he can't go get it because if he sticks his head out in public, he's going to have death squads ripping him to shreds.
Hmm.
And Necron, did you know that the map is black again?
Oh, that's terrible.
No, shouldn't be. Just touch your token. You know what? Give me 1 second, and I will fix it so we don't have to deal with that problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, global illusion, no token vision. All right. Can you see now?
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're assuming that we have to break in there. Do we want the stick or the data? Two totally different things in character.
We're not breaking down.
Yeah,
We're sneaking.
Yeah, the data is in like a safety deposit box. It's not in something you can go hack.
Um, what do you mean by that? It's data. I can hack it.
No, if it's in a safety deposit box with that many spirits there, you couldn't, not without them ripping your head off.
But it is possible, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You're thinking too linearly. I'm just playing in character.
Technically, you could do it, but
But
you have to touch it. Like you don't have to plug it into the computer. If you just touch it, it works the same way as like inserting into your cyber deck, quote unquote.
mhm.
Yeah, but without physically getting down there, you couldn't touch it. We couldn't get in there without the right credentials. So what we did while you were out was we had the guy write paperwork saying that we were his next of kin, and we found a lawyer who post dated it so it looked like it happened a long time ago, so we have legitimate credentials to walk into the bank and hopefully just like go and get the shit and walk out smooth.
Okay, sounds like a good plan.
All right. You did the spirit thing. Does
But
anyone
but
else?
I'll be willing, but I would be willing to walk in with that team, and if I could touch it and download it, if something goes horribly wrong on the way out, at least we'd still have the data.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say is that sometimes you need the the data may be specific towards that stick, so we may need that actual stick, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, you never know when like, a grenade's gonna go off and blow off your hand that's holding the stick.
Yeah. All we know is the guy who. Okay, so we're looking for the doodad that goes with the sextant and the map, so we can go find the magical doohickeys. The guy who had it put the information on where it was here and then wiped his own mind. What other specifications are on there and what we need it for? No clue. Even he doesn't know because he wiped his own mind.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan for him. For us, no. But
Oh, and you're searching around. You also do discover, and that's far hidden and stuff like that. There's like a couple of food trucks and stuff like that that disguise it. But you have noticed and an underground parking garage that is probably set up to access at least the second floor, below floor, and stuff like that. So without having to walk through the lobby to like deliver money, take money, that kind of thing. That's just a little tip out there. All right, who else wants to run surveillance? Tell me how you do it, and then roll the appropriate die. Don't everybody roll on
well,
Jericho?
I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna roll it through hacking and drones and sprites.
okay, all right. Just give me a hack and roll, a residence rather. You roll hacking or residence, I don't care which.
They're the same for simplicity's sake. Come on. I'm gonna Benny that. Much better.
Cool. All right. All right. Things you learned about the matrix setup inside the bank. Just like the actual protectors are free spirits. You haven't you've heard of these, but you never actually like witnessed one because they're like the in between. I mean, for all technical purposes, they could be considered like an AI, but you got like the um the ice inside the matrix. Now you have a spider, a security spider that is there's four guys. They take shifts of 8 hours each, so that um, someone's always on the clock. And if I did that correctly, then someone's also always has like you know a couple of days off and whatever and stuff like that. Um, but since you haven't seen them up front, but you have um, discovered that like the black ice tar baby and stuff like that, they they're still sprites, um, but they're almost like the free agents of the spirits. Like they are being employed. And this is just shit you found out on old message boards, you know cyber cafes, that kind of thing. So
So what you're saying is it might be easier to break into Fort Knox than break into this bank.
Yeah. Or what he could be saying is that if they're being employed, we might be able to bribe them.
now so far you've got the key, you've got credentials, and you paid good money for them to look at. The only thing that is an unknown is when those credentials are scanned. The forger forget it. Basically, you're gonna have a resistance roll of a D10 for your, for the fake credentials, but you're pretty sure that the security spider and the devices used to scan those credentials like that are going to be top tier, top of the line. So you're expecting at least a D12, probably a D12 plus 2 on sniffing out whether it's fake credentials or not.
Well, I mean, technically the credentials are real. We just post dated it to before he went, he wrote it after we broke him out of jail. The only thing that's fake about it is it looks like he wrote it before he went to jail. It is his actual signature and it has been notarized. It's just like the date that it was done that we felt fubbed. So it's about 90% accurate paperwork. So hopefully it'll be hard to discover that.
I don't know. The forgery, the forgery is good, but mistakes can happen. Mistakes can happen to the greatest minds in criminal science. It happens all the time. You know it. I know it. Just that.
Alrighty.
Oh, I'm a little tired and I forgot to do just. I forgot to put a fucking period in my code. Boom, whole thing's ruined.
All right. So does anybody have any backup plans?
Now, if you need hope you won't need a getaway driver, but is there a driver in your group?
Yeah, Steve is a pretty good driver.
Yeah. Do we have a dock wagon contract?
Yeah.
No. No, but we have 3 separate mages that heal. Or at least 2 separate mages that heal. I don't know if Dared heals.
I think I have healing too.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like a D4 heal skill, but I've got like magical healing.
Yeah, and I know Chris's character has got not reincarnation, resurrection.
Yeah. I mean, if worse
But I was
comes
just
to-
like,
I mean, I'm sitting here wondering, we've got this forged paperwork, but do we want to see if we could find like an employee or someone who's possibly in some sort of trouble and we could get them to be on our side? Like we did at the when we were doing the breakout.
yeah, and that includes free agents,
Yeah.
free spirits. I mean, or AI spirits. Because again, if they're being paid, that means they might be able to be bought off.
Or we could blackmail one of
But
them.
if they're yeah, but the toughest thing about them is trying to find what to blackmail them with, or finding out what they want.
Are they men?
No, they're elemental magical beings that have broken. You know the fire elementals and air elementals that I summon?
I thought we were talking about employees at the bank.
They are employees at the
Yeah.
bank. These are
Okay.
that people
But
that magically broke free and became independent, but they're still magical beings.
I'll be right back.
But even the men at the bank, there's a 4% chance that the seduction won't work.
Well, definitely not if there's not any humans.
I think he said there were some humans there, right?
Oh yeah, he said it's there's a good combination of humans, mages, elementals, but what stands out is the fact that there are free spirits, wild die free spirits that have been contracted to work here.
Right. And
And
those are the ones I was referring to, is maybe we can find something to buy them off, blackmail them, or bribe them. If we can find out who they are, we might be able to find out what they want.
yeah, but we might also just tip them off that we're doing something nefarious and they might tell on us. That's the drawback.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
True, but that's always a possibility.
So, in the surveillance work that we did actually do, did we come up with anybody who looked like they might have some gambling debts or anything weird that we could leverage?
What you have noticed,
Yeah, like some sort of odd hobby.
well, not so much from the uh, CEOs, the higher ups of the place. The spirits are hard to quantify because spirits have no need for money. But we do and stuff like that. Um, they just live a different kind of life and different kind of energy. So determining what a spirit would want in payment depends on your spirit. Like your eviler spirits are ones who tend more towards the dark. They like um, life essence or that kind of thing, soul energy. You get quite a taste for it something one time, something, or maybe like 12 green rocks, once a month, or
Yeah.
once a star named after them for every 3 days for the next year. Some bullshit, it's spirit, so anything goes.
Yeah, okay, well, that's what I'm saying. We didn't see anything that like stood out when we were doing our surveillance, be
Nope.
it normal people or spirits.
All right, those spirits. Um, there's no rumor of a digital law enforcement unit like that. But one thing you do notice is that every day at 10, 1, and 3, um, a pizza delivery kid, probably looks like, 20, 20 maybe it's that, baby face and stuff, brings food to the bank every single day. Just him. It's not like, so they're probably requesting him for whatever reason, because otherwise, it could just be a random person level. So, but it's always the same pizza guy. And you check into the pizza place where he's employed at, and it's a legitimate pizza place. It's been around for like 30 years. Served a downtown Frankfurt area, family kind of business and stuff. You don't know if the kid's a family, but just on initial inspection. But it seems to be a pretty legitimate place. But that is the one thing you notice that was just odd, because it's like every day the bank is open at those exact same times. There
And it's
is there
always
is a
that's the
security.
same. Can we surveil this dude real quick?
Yeah, give me a
Hey.
moment.
Eh. Come on, somebody else has got to be able to surveil this dude better than me.
Oh, what did
Now, it could even be driving checks or whatever.
was
So okay, you just follow him in a car or whatever.
Would stealth help out with that?
let me try reading.
So food help. As a good stealth roll, how are you going to apply your stealth? Are you going to like stand completely still
Ooh.
in the pizza place and just watch everybody that goes on, and you're just somebody else's problem?
Yeah, just follow him around and see where he goes back and forth.
Do you make any orders and have him deliver them?
I could do that.
Stealth of a 20, not bad.
Yeah.
And Dared has Farsight. That's kind of cool.
Perfect. That's just that lets you see the distance, right?
Yeah, it's like binoculars without needing binoculars.
Wow.
I thought I had it, but I was wrong.
What are you doing right now? Who?
O'Kane did a
Yes.
research, and it looked like Dared was starting Farsight and then never finished.
Yeah, I was just waiting for him to do that, but I'd also figure out what happened with Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow rolled a 20 on their stealth check.
Oh, yeah. That's why I was asking how she was applying it. But she's following him around to
I
the.
stalked his ass.
That's right. But is anything? What are you doing next? Let's just do that. What are you going to do next? Oh,
The only
I'm
thing
sorry. You have noticed, like, there is normal security that just people in cars. Uh, but you know that they are security. They are hired by the banks and/or banks to patrol the area and uh, notice suspicious stuff. So that's
Yeah,
another
well,
opportunity.
yeah, well, we were
Does
trying
it
to find out specifically what we could on this dude who delivers the food 7 days a week, 3 different times a day.
Well, if you're following around, he goes to the bank on those times and he makes normal deliveries. 1 second. He makes normal deliveries, throughout the day. Um, doing a little bit of background check on him. He is the son-in-law of the owner of the place. He is married to his daughter, and check on his record. He's been working at this place since he was like, 18. He was probably when he married the daughter for like the last 4 years. Um, he didn't have any bad credit, doesn't have any good credit. I mean, except for marrying into the family like, 4 or 5 years ago, whatever. He doesn't have much of a presence or anything like that. He has no college records. He's got high school records and things like that. He's got the regular medical records, I exist, blah blah blah, but nothing outstanding. Like,
Okay. So just like a dude who graduated high school and happened to marry a cute chick whose dad owned a pizza place.
yeah, pretty
And he
much.
worked.
Doesn't seem to have you follow him at night, he's off, that kind of thing. Doesn't seem to have much of a vice, but he is a very big LARPer. But on the weekends, he has a whole guild that he runs. Him and his wife are in it. There's like probably like 40, 50 people in it or something like that. That do the basic parts and other things like that. I mean, it's odd, but it's not anything nefarious that you can tell.
Okay.
Anybody else anyone else in that LARP group?
Give me research rolls.
Yeah, anyone else in that LARP group who's connected to the bank too?
Ooh.
Nice. 6 out of the people who are always at the LARP thing are the sons and daughters of the CEOs of the Deutsche Bank. You know, the CFO, their CEO, CTO, blah blah blah, all the O's. But they're all sons and daughters of those high level people, and it's probably because
Yeah.
you can draw the conclusion more or less that because he married another daughter and is a LARPer, and because he knows people, that's why he is the one who got the special job of delivering stuff to the bank every day, and he's probably getting tipped pretty good.
Okay,
Inside
so
money.
it's not anything nefarious. It's just a window for us. Since they're getting food at that point in time, they're less likely to be really observant.
Sounds like a possibility.
Now,
Mhm.
the most
Right.
nefarious and darkest part of my brain thought about having O'Kane set up a drone to like follow those kids, and like if something happens to us and we get caught in the bank, just like message the CEOs and be like, we know where your kid lives, let us the fuck out.
Right on.
I like that idea.
Mhm. Right. I mean, I've got a drone the size of a bottle cap. I could make it look like a slice of pepperoni.
Somebody eats that though. That'd be interesting. And you got
Yeah.
there are what the micro drones, like as big as a fly. Like you definitely you have to like do whatever you do to mention, but you get a fly spy drone, you know, inserted in the bank somehow through that kid, whether knowingly or unknowingly. I would defend you do it. That's something.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I was
Yeah. I
thinking
mean,
more,
we might have to.
yeah, I was thinking more of a
Yeah.
as
Might
a
have.
backup thing, like we threaten that we will, since we know where the kids are, if you don't let us out, there's a bomb that will go off by bottom, or something like that. I don't know. I
I
figured,
see what you're saying. Yeah, get have like a list of all their kids' addresses and say, look, we know where your kids live, and if we don't exit the bank safely, we have people waiting to take them out.
Pictures
yeah.
of them like at their
Yeah.
schools and functions and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, out there doing
Yeah.
their
The downside to that is if we do that, we're kind of burning our bridges there,
well, I don't ever
and
plan coming back
and they'll
back to
be
Frankfurt.
after us forever.
Well, I mean, it's better
Doesn't
than
matter.
it's
I
better
prefer to
than,
leave the kids
I
out
mean,
of it
it's
in that manner. That's not
well,
right.
yeah.
I,
I mean,
It,
let's
y'all say,
it was
y'all say
let's leave it at
like
let's leave it at Plan K.
right. And that was only a bluff. It's not like I was really going to hurt the kids or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But even the thing is, the others will believe it. And you mess with people's kids, all it takes is one wacky Karen.
Yeah. Could be the mildest milk toast motherfucker in the world. But you threaten their kids, here comes the bear.
Yeah, well, it's also if we're going to get into a fight with like security that we can't beat, being able to bluff our way out is better than nothing.
Freezer, the masterpiece, gets it. It's just not a problem.
Okay, wait a minute. Do we know what this data stick looks like?
Your standard data stick, probably.
We have the
it's
key to
purple with
We might
circles
be.
on it.
Yeah, we have the key to the safety deposit box. That's it. We're probably way overthinking this.
Well, with this much
Oh
security and
yeah. I
stuff like
mean,
that,
we could always
I would recommend overthinking it because they got some top tier shit, and you don't want shit to go wrong. So making sure you cover all your bases like 2 or 3 times, probably a good idea.
Yeah. Again, big problem is going to be the spirits.
Well, I mean, if the paperwork goes off, they have no as long as the forgery doesn't get detected, they have no reason to fuck with us at all. We go down there, we've got the key, we open up the safety deposit box, and we leave. It's not like we're committing a huge robbery or anything. We're just pretending to be someone who should be there, and we actually have the signature of the person who owns the safety deposit box.
I mean, it could all go seriously blue.
Right, but if it becomes known, is what I'm saying.
If what
I mean,
becomes
and again, we don't want to paralyze ourselves by overthinking it.
And yeah, your easiest plan A right now is walk in, show them the credentials, go to the box. It's your standard dual key. So the bank manager, or whoever, goes in with you. You turn your key, and you get the safe deposit box out. And then you go over to a little booth, you open it up, take it, download it, do whatever you're gonna do with it, and you're out. Like I said, you got really decent credentials and stuff like that. And as long as
Yeah.
the detector or detection methods don't roll like super high, it's gonna like present itself as being real. Right? There's always those little traces
Mhm.
in that where you can't just delete them and stuff like that, but that's only for
Well, don't we actually have the guy himself
yeah,
who owns the box, but just doesn't remember?
yeah, but we can't bring him because if anybody sees him, they're going to kill him. We just broke him out of prison. Not only is he a wanted felon, but there are people who are trying to kill him. That whole death squad, they weren't trying to break him free, they were trying to kill him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and who was trying to kill him was Sailor Krupp, and we all know who owns Sailor Krupp, don't we?
Yeah, Luftwire the fucking dragon.
Yeah.
We can't use him and he won't go, so.
Because you guys broke him out.
I thought you said Kaiser Soze for a moment.
Was when you broke him out, he was waiting for he was supposed to be going to court to testify in industrial espionage things like that concern Sailor Krupp and like a couple of other corporations and stuff.
Hey, whoever's going to the boxes, they're carrying a similar optical rod to leave in the box, right?
Yeah. Okay,
So
guys.
that when you walk out, you walk in with a optical rod in your purse or whatever, and you walk out with one, there's no change in your inventory.
I know this might sound real shady and shitty, but why don't we just tell Luftwire, hey, we've got this guy, come get him. All we want in exchange is this box that's in this bank.
Because they're trying to kill him because of that information. They don't want it to get out.
No, they're trying to kill him on something else entirely.
Oh. Because that's shitty.
Do we know that though? For certain.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you guys did your background checks and everything about what was going on originally. That he is in basically he's arrested, but also in protective custody from Sailor Cup hit squads because they don't want him to testify because, well, they probably did something wrong. It's Dragon. and and if he's dead, then there's no case
Okay, because
against Sailor Cup, that kind of thing. He just happened to also be the fixer, I guess you just want to call him, who was running the other group that you guys dealt with, who did the distraction run when you went to go to the prison.
Yeah.
Sorry, he was the fixer of the group that stole the priceless disc that you're after in this leg of the race. So he's your
So,
point of access.
so yeah, well, maybe we just use that as another backup. If worse comes to worse, if we can't get into the bank, or if we get into the bank and we're all screwed up, we make a call to Luftwire and say, "Hey, get us out of here. We'll tell you where this dude is."
yeah, I mean, there's so many possibilities and ramifications, and so many ways things can go wrong. Sometimes you just have to do it
All right.
and figure out from there.
So who's going in, and who's like hanging out in the front, like at the lobby? I don't think we can all go in at the same time.
That would definitely.
Well, there's no need to. It's just one person or two.
Yeah,
Probably-
2 people who go to the bathroom.
Are you okay? And you know what you'd be looking at. And we're agreed. We're leaving. We're coming in with one rod, leaving it, and walking out with one rod, right? Just in case
Yeah.
there's a. So, okay.
Yep.
So we know what it looks like. So nothing has changed in the inventory of the people going in and out.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm fairly
So
good at doing
O'Kane pulls out an
O'Kane pulls out a
O'Kane
what?
pulls out an optolinear data rod, and anybody an optolinear data rod. I know it's actually Deep Space Nine, but and says anybody who gets this is going to have 47 terabytes of MILFs near you and MILFs in your neighborhood who want to meet you.
Alrighty.
I was thinking more like recipes, but that's.
I'm a fairly good talk person. If you want me to go down, if not, I would say the three options for going down with O'Kane would be Big, because well, he's a bodyguard. Having a bodyguard walk with you seems normal. Me, because I'm really good at talking, or Cat, because she's pretty good at talking, pretty good at intimidating, and she has that sword that is just floating around in astral space and isn't visible unless she pulls it out. Even in astral space, it's supposed to be clouded by a friggin' Necron, you had said like her sword just wasn't seen.
Yeah.
It wasn't visible unless she pulled it out into her hand.
Yeah. So it's in its own little pocket dimension when not being loaded.
So, O'Kane, who do you want to go with you? The mage, the bodyguard, or the
I think Shadow's kind of flexible.
all right.
I mean, she could do a lot of things. I mean, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I saw a little too much in that apartment.
With the guards. Unfortunately, I didn't see enough while she was in the apartment with the guards. You record that?
Apartment with the guards. Oh, that apartment with the guards.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll stay upstairs and like try and blend.
Yeah.
But I thought Big was the designated driver.
Somebody planning on drinking?
No, but he may need to pull driving the car through the bank for a getaway.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not driving into a bank with a car.
I mean, it wouldn't be the
Walls are
first time.
far too strong.
I mean,
I was
let's be
about to say it wouldn't be the first
It's a
time.
rental. Come on.
It wouldn't be the first time we drove a vehicle in the building, not even in the last month.
And hey, if you can like figure out some way to, get an appointment, when you come into your safety deposit box thing, who knows? Maybe you can figure out a way
Well,
to
yeah, you
be
do want to get an
important enough
appointment.
to get a spot in the underground parking. Otherwise, you gotta park in the bank lot. There's all the other schlubs.
I'll just be out front sitting next to the planner, like disguised as like a bum.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice because it has to be because it's the banks and they're not gonna have anything shitty in their fucking financial district and shit like that. So um there's a Starbucks in every fucking corner. There's a Pizza Hut by every alley, that kind of thing. There's lots of there's an art museum right down here downtown too, and there's a ton of food trucks. Like you've seen a decent conglomeration of food trucks before, but this place, they are everywhere and they are of every flavor.
Cool. Maybe we can get lunch on the way out.
You probably can.
Yeah, I see the one that serves mofongo.
Ooh.
Well, here, Kat, here's the paperwork, and here's the key.
Let's go.
Yeah. We are about to die. Salute you.
Who's in the lobby?
Let's
Me and Big.
Okay.
In the lobby of the
Yeah.
bank or just in the lobby
Okay,
of
oh.
the bank building? Because it's, that bank and a couple other, several businesses and stuff too.
Oh.
Well, I mean, or do you want
Before
Big
we do
here?
this,
Do you want Big in here with us, or do you want Big in the car?
Probably need to keep somebody in the car to make it responsive to our needs.
That works for me.
And he's just a short elevator or a stairwell away from action anyway, if something happens.
Okay. So tell me what your first step is going to be, and just we'll follow through from there.
okay, before we go in, I am boosting my persuasion 1 die, so it's 6, a little bit better.
Oh, you know what? That is a good idea. Hold on a second.
Now, remember, rules as written. Basically, when you cast, stuff like that, it lasts for about um, 30 seconds. 5 rounds, 6 seconds each. So maintaining that in a non-combat timekeeping, it's going to drain a lot of your points.
You
Gotcha.
well, what my solution to that is summoning a big old friggin' spirit and letting the spirit maintain the PowerPoints on it, because that's one of the things that you can ask a spirit to do. That way, it's not my maintenance upkeep.
Is this accomplished through your quote unquote astral link? The spirit does not have to be like in your presence or anything like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, once it's holding on to the spell, it's just like paying for the spell. So I can't summon it to come fight for me or go do anything else. It's just, hey, I summon you, spirit, and I spend a whole bunch of power points so you can maintain this spell for me for like the next 2 hours.
Basically, the only reason why I'm asking is I would advise not bringing a extraneous spirit in with you. So I was like, if you summon him, he's paying for it, and he's just like, he goes back to the astral plane and he's maintaining it
Yeah,
like that. Just right. Then cool, no
yeah,
problem, no
yeah,
problem. I
yeah,
just wanted
yeah.
clarification is all. We're good.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
didn't want like the spirit to be walking around with them.
Okay. All right. In that case, can you cast the boost lower trait?
Yep, I can. I was going to do the persuasion. I think I can. I think I have slower trait. Son of a bitch. Wrong nope, apparently not. I have the wrong character. I can detect, conceal, and do a whole bunch of other stuff. You should be able to do the same thing with a sprite, though.
True. Let me see if I could do that.
Remind me to get boost low
Resonance.
on here. Matter of fact.
Oh, that's usually one of the first 3 spells you'd ever take.
Okay, so he can make.
Yeah, you can summon a spirit, then he'll maintain your
Alrighty.
spell cast for you for his own duration.
Mhm.
All right. What's your next step? What are you doing?
Actually, let's just get what we want. Go ahead and see if we can get talk to one of the tellers and see if we can get our safety deposit box.
Okay. Um.
I'll be out front.
Okay.
My familiar is a cat, and it has the edge, charismatic or cute, whatever,
Well.
on it, and so make a show of ourselves. And I'm also casting out with a beast friend to
Okay.
just the neighborhood. Make sure if we need a distraction of some sort.
Well, you got a shit ton of pigeons that are in the area.
Yep, there you go. So I'll be feeding them, and it's not, the cat won't be aggressive to them.
Okay. What's next?
So
What are y'all doing next?
I guess that's just O'Kane
Well,
and Cat going down and doing their thing.
Great.
yes, we need to access our safety deposit box.
Okay. The
Quick question.
yeah. Go ahead.
Are we gonna leave like when are we gonna leave something when we take something that way other people come behind us don't know that we got it?
Yeah,
yeah,
Like
that's
a
what I said a
decoy?
couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, y'all want to get to talking and I can't hear all.
No problem.
Yeah.
You're fine. I can go in the utility receptionist that you're gonna do his safe deposit box. She says the bank manager is in a meeting at the moment, but he should be done in about 15 minutes or so, and I'll let him know that you're here to check your deposit boxes. She points
Thank
over
you.
to the a very nice little lounge. They got like a little coffee kiosk and other things like that. It's like real coffee. It's not soy cap. It's real coffee. So, you do anything in the 15 minutes interim?
Just wandering around looking at everything.
Okay.
Do I make any money on the street?
I got there busking.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a performance or persuasion.
Well, I don't have performance. I'm
You got
just.
3 free.
Yep.
You can run some 3-card Monty.
Okay. That'll be fine. Come on. Come on. Hooray. And
All right. You make about 150 credits. Yeah.
well, and the cat's a big hit, right?
Oh yeah. And because he's your
I make the
player or whatever.
make the
Right.
pigeons dance too.
Right. The 16 pence rolls by, and the bank manager comes out of his meeting, comes up, shakes your hand, introduces himself. He has to see your credentials and stuff like that. You hand him over. All right. Who wants to roll me a D10 with a wild die?
Not I,
Shadow?
because I really roll too well.
That's a D12.
That was me rolling for the detection.
Oh, you want somebody to do the actual count roll?
Yeah.
Okay. You said a D10 plus 2?
Yes.
Well, that just happens to be my persuasion check, so
Yep.
that is not enough, is it?
No.
If you've got conviction,
Or a Benny.
That is a very good idea.
Or a Benny. Were you just from D6? That's it. All right. Here, credential. Come back, please. He takes you over the elevator. All three are heading down, 3 floors. You you make small talk or do anything while you're going down in the elevator, or just stand there quietly.
stand there quietly,
Okay.
awkwardly whistling to the music.
All right. He takes you down. It's gonna be you that goes into the vault with him to do the keys. Your companion may wait in the safety deposit in the private room where you do your stuff in there. Um, he leads you into the safety box room. He pulls out his key. You pull out your key. Okay. And he says, on 3, 2, 1. And you both turn the keys and open the door. He pulls out the safety deposit box for you, hands it to you, and then escorts you over to the private room. You're in the room, just you two, and you have the safety box, and a table, a couple chairs. What are you doing?
Well, swap them out. Maybe take a couple of minutes more than I need to, just so that it's
Is there
spent a little
anything
bit
else in the
more.
box?
Want to make sure that there are no cameras.
Yeah, there's no cameras.
There's no cameras in there. Is there anything else in the
There
box?
shouldn't be any cameras.
Inside the box is one lone optical chip for storing data on like high amounts of data, like these kind of chips have a like a 10 terabyte capacity. Which, that's pretty large for your basic data stick and stuff. Um, are you going to now? You can download it, but you can't keep it in your memory unless you happen to have like an edge of eidetic memory, or you can have your just another chip on you, and you can interface between the two and transfer stuff to the other one. And I'll just say you bought a chip that's big enough to transfer all the data because you figure you might need a big one just in case.
No, we want to take this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we we knew how many it was going to be, how much it was going to be. It can't be more than its brain capacity, so it's less than a petabyte.
Well, because usually what technomancers do is they just have to have a storage medium on them. Like technically, it could even be a CD, and they can write to it and transfer data between the two. I was just asking if you're making a backup copy now before you left the bank, or were you gonna bother with that? I mean, I know you're doing the decoy. I just was wondering.
Let's okay, yeah. Let's make a backup copy and put in a blank disk in the
Yeah,
thing with corrupted data, so that so that they don't know what was on it originally. Maybe they think it could have been corrupted. Give them a little bit of benefit of the doubt. Give us a little bit benefit of the doubt.
give me a residence rule.
One false data and some kind of worm on it.
A data mine.
Yeah, that way it tells us who came in there and stole it.
Okay. Cool. All right. I get it. All right, that's no problem. All right. You
Okay. No.
make a residence roll.
Yep. Come on, baby.
Let's do the twist.
Roll. 5. Need more?
No, you're good. All right. You make a backup of it. Put in the decoy chip with the data trap on it, and you guys leave the bank. One second. I need.
Okay, as they
Stick on.
leave the bank, I suggest that we already have Dared outside, Big is in the car. Keebler would be with us, so maybe have Keebler go out like a good 15-20 feet ahead, and I'll be behind them like a good 20 feet, just in case.
Okay.
God, I feel paranoid. I love Shadowrun.
Give me those checks at -4.
Barg.
That's everybody?
Everybody who wants to.
Considering Dared was out there for so long, can his check be lower?
Hey, check. Give me it straight.
Not mine, because I was in the car.
Only -2.
Yeah, I don't know this shit.
I'm going to Benny just in case.
Okay.
Well, let me hold on a second. Yeah, let's just try it. See if I can do any better. Nope. Okay. Anyway, it's just what it is.
Yeah. Got -1, which is exactly what I picture him getting. He's probably saying, stay calm, you can do this.
Well, that being said, pretty certain Shadow noticed whoever was doing what.
Um, as you, is everybody, what,
You want to roll for Keebler?
yeah, I will for people. I was just,
He's got a notice of a D8.
all right, Carver's
Apparently,
outside, Big was in the car, O'Kane um, and Cat went down, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
can the cat roll a d6? It's actually a wild die.
The cat
I
can't,
mean,
and I meant, um, um,
Shadow.
Shadow, yeah, um,
Yeah, y'all start throwing cats in the game, and I get confused too. So y'all just fucked us all up.
sorry,
You,
I'll call it by name pretty soon.
the
so
familiar.
the cat went down. Where were you? Could you?
I was in the lobby and I
Okay,
was following up behind them.
okay,
But I've been in the lobby the whole time, just like messing around.
all right. When you guys leave, could
Hold
you?
on, the familiar rolled an 11, so.
Oh, right on. I'll go start going down the list of what he knows. 1 second. Did you, when you uh, left the bank building, the barista at the kiosk doing coffee and things like that, like as soon as you hit that door, you notice out of the corner of your eye that she pretty much just abandoned the kiosk. Like there's a customer there, she's just like, hold on a minute, and just like took off to somewhere. But it looked like she might have been heading towards the bathroom, so you know, could be that, could be many other things, but just thought it was like, the timing was, particularly weird. Um, Big. Um, when you're checking your rear view camera and the other cameras that are around for better vision, you keep getting a reflection in the sky, like not a very big one, but like somewhere in the sky is a reflective, like a small reflective surface, like either maybe a drone or just or something in the air that was like reflecting sunlight, and you thought it was unusual because it wasn't just a one-off thing. It happened about 2 times that you like started noticing your heightened awareness and like that. Um, David, while you're out there with the cat and everything, um, across the street from you at one of the little uh, coffee shops and stuff like that, um, there was a man and a woman. They had their cyber decks and they're just doing stuff at the coffee shop and everything. But you were out there for a decent amount of time, doing things and kind of like normal. Those people, and you notice this with the surveillance, that those two people were always in that coffee shop every day for all day for at least like 12 hours. And it just finally clicked that um, they aren't there today. Because they've been there every day, but you're doing your stuff. Um, okay,
Okay,
but
so the second that Cat sees like that stuff, do you tell us that there's a potential problem?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys,
All right.
did y'all notice that couple that's always been in that coffee shop every day this week aren't there today?
Well, I think you noticed the barista, but whatever it was, the second that happens, I would like slam an invisibility spell on the three of us or the four of us as we're leaving the bank. That I'm just paranoid as fuck. And yeah, I don't care if it's a waste of PowerPoints. Kat says, Shadow goes, I think we've got a problem.
Hey guys, I think there's
Yeah.
a problem. That barista's acting really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Well, we're visible. That's probably why.
this barista, she was very unusual. She was like super nice. No, that's totally the opposite of what a normal barista is, because they're all like annoyed and pissed off at
Yeah.
everybody in the world.
All right.
Yeah, especially in Germany.
I have 3 actions around. These are the 3 spells that I am doing. In like the second she says that. Invisibility, illusion, and I am doing a sound. So I am going to make them invisible and make an illusion of them walking in the opposite direction.
Okay. Then I wanted to ask a question. Oh yeah, are you going to cast Conceal Arcana as well? Because basically,
Yes.
detect magic and boom. Okay.
So the sound one will actually be on the next round.
Okay.
All right. Invisibility. You know what? I'm going to Benny that because that is not good enough. Well, screw you. I guess it's just a normal invisibility. Hopefully they can be stealthy. Illusion.
Hey,
And the Conceal Arcana. Haha.
Nice.
And then like them continuing to walk and like heels on the ground and such going the other way.
All right. Cool. All right. I'm gonna end it here on a little cliffhanger, and we'll pick this up next week.
All right.
Ready.
All right, sounds like a plan.
So we got out of the bank
Thanks
at
for
least.
anybody who actually watched our stream, no matter what platform you watch it on. I appreciate it.